You wake up. You've been kidnapped. Again. But this time, it's not the 21st century. It's feudal Japan. The air smells of smoke and cherry blossoms. The sound of steel echoes through the valley. Welcome to chaos. Welcome to violence. Welcome to 1467, the dawn of the Onin War. Good luck, traveler. You're gonna need it. Let's unpack this madness. Japan's government? Falling apart. The emperor wears silk robes and holds ceremonies, but he has no real power. The shogun, the true ruler, commands the military. Except this shogun, he's tired. He wants to retire and write poetry. Problem is, he's got no heir, so he picks his brother, a Buddhist monk, to take over. But right after that, his wife gives birth to a son. And just like that, Japan splits in two. Team brother versus team baby. What follows is civil war, the Onin War, a decade of chaos that tears Japan apart. Kyoto burns, alliances crumble, and the Warring States era begins. You're standing outside Kyoto. The sky glows orange, smoke fills your lungs, the world around you is collapsing. Samurai battle in the distance, bandits prowl the roads. One spots you. You fight, desperate, clumsy, terrified, and somehow you win. You loot his armor. You wipe the blood from your hands. Congratulations, you're now just another warrior in the storm. So, who's in charge of this beautiful disaster? Let's climb Japan's feudal ladder. At the top, the emperor, divine, elegant, powerless. Next, the shogun, the true military leader. Beneath him, daimyo, regional warlords, powerful, proud, and constantly scheming. Then, the samurai, the elite bound by honor, duty, and steel. Below them, the ashigaru, foot soldiers, peasants with spears, cheap and replaceable. And beneath that, farmers, artisans, merchants, and finally, outcasts. It's a society built like a pyramid, and if you're not born near the top, climbing it is almost impossible. One morning, a samurai spots you. He's short on soldiers. He points at you and says one word, "Come." Congratulations, you've been drafted. You're now Ashigaru, a foot soldier of the Hosokawa clan. Your days are long. Your meals, rice and vegetables, if you're lucky. You train from sunrise to sunset, spear drills, archery, marching. No pay, no rest, no mercy. And just when you think you're getting the hang of it, they send you on a spy mission. You sneak into enemy territory, grab a message, barely make it out alive. The letter? A complaint about taxes. Welcome to feudal bureaucracy. Dawn. You march toward the battlefield. The sky is red. The ground shakes under thousands of footsteps. You tighten your armor, a patchwork of leather and iron plates. You grip your yari, your spear. The drums begin. Arrows rain from the sky. You charge. The clash of steel is deafening. You swing, block, stumble. Someone falls beside you. You don't stop. Then, betrayal. Your ally, Hoshi, turns against your clan. He switches sides mid-battle. You barely escape. Fire consumes Kyoto, the capital, once beautiful, now ash and ruin. When the fighting stops, silence. The land lies broken. Villages starve. Disease spreads. The people are exhausted, but alive. For the next 100 years, Japan will be torn between warlords, but from the ashes, a new Japan will rise. Feudal Japan wasn't just war, it was survival, brutal, beautiful, and bound by honor. So, what would it be like to live in feudal Japan? You'd fight for honor, work for survival, and live by a code that demanded everything. History isn't always glory. Sometimes it's grit. I'm Cody, and this is Uncovered History. If you enjoyed this journey, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, would you be a samurai, a farmer, or a survivor? Until next time, keep digging. You never know what history you'll uncover.